This is going to be a fairly quick tutorial about using the pen tool P here and pattern fills using the paint bucket tool, and then you change it from foreground to pattern. So what I'm going to recreate is this image that I got from just a regular image search. It's the Java cup. We're just going to recreate this with the pen. So we're going to make a new layer on top of the Java ref layer, and then select your pen tool, and then just left click once, and then left click again where the end of the curve is. So left click again and hold it. Once you hold it, you can drag this out. That's going to extend the curve, or rather curve the line wherever you want. So make the curve along the side of the top Java line and let go. Now when you let go, the only thing that's the trickiest part of the pen tool, which is not that tricky at all, it's using Option. If you hold down Option and then left click the last point that you made, that's going to happen. You're just going to remove this line that was over here, and now you can make a fresh curve starting from this point, right? So we're just going to keep on going. Left click and hold, and then drag it, make the curve, let go, hold down Option, left click once, let go, and then just finish out the rest of the line. Once we get to the end point, it's going to automatically create a path. You can see the paths over here in paths. You see this work path? That means you're currently on what we just made, right? We're just going to leave that there for now and keep on working to finish out the rest of the image. So now that we've got the work path done, we can just right click it, and for this tutorial we're just going to make a selection, feather radius 0, have both of them selected, and hit OK. So now that we have the selected, we're just going to use the the paint bucket tool and fill it with whatever color that you would like. So now that we have that done, with the pen tool selected, we could delete our work path by right clicking where our path is and hitting delete path. Make sure you have the work path selected up here on your paths layers. Once we delete the path, and we're just left with our layer that's the blank Java icon at this point. We're going to separate the top and the bottom parts just to show you about subtracting from your selections. If you click on the marquee tool, and we hold down Command and left click the icon here once, you're going to automatically select everything that's inside that layer. So then with the marquee tool selected still, we're going to hold down Option and drag left click. You should see this the negative sign, the minus sign, add whenever you hit Option. That means we're subtracting from our current selection. So we're going to left click and drag the top piece. So now we're just selecting the bottom part. So now we can just cut it with Command X and then paste it down here with Command V. So now that you can see that it didn't cut exactly everything that we wanted to. So I'm just going to erase that from layer 1. And there we go. Now we have the top piece and the bottom piece. So about patterns is we're going to add a pattern to the top piece. Again, we're going to hold down Command and left click the layer thumbnail. So we're going to select the top part. Now we're going to hit the paint bucket tool and change it from foreground to pattern. Select whatever patterns that you have. I think these are the default ones. You can add patterns from here. You can just search Photoshop adding patterns. I'm going to add this since it doesn't look so generic as the other one, and I'm just going to fill the selection with that pattern. So now we did that, we're doing it directly on the layer. That's not what I wanted to do, so I'm just going to Control undo that and add a new layer on top of our current layer. Name that layer top pattern, and then do the same thing I just did by just pasting the patterns in there. So now we have the top pattern that's separated from the top piece, and also the bottom piece is separated. So this top pattern, since I just wanted to show a little bit, I'm just going to lower down the opacity to about, yeah, that's fine. That's good for a tutorial. And I'm just going to dye the top with the same colors as the Java reference that we have in the back. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom. I'm going to add some pattern on top of this. Again, Command and left click the bottom thumbnail, layer thumbnail, and then get the paint bucket tool again, hit pattern, and add another pattern down there. So now we have our Java reference over here, and what we just did right there. This is Basics pen tools and pattern filling.